In a world more interconnected than ever before, we are unexpectedly affected by things that we cannot see and things we do not know. But there is a world beyond the public eye, a place that the media tells you to fear, a no-go zone. Follow Mike, a world traveler, bringing us to no-go zones stateside and abroad, a travel documentary series that breaks barriers. Mike goes to the places that others are afraid of, where no one else dares to go, to tell their story, the story the media forgets to tell you. See the other side of places like Baltimore, Southside Chicago, Opelika, Syria, and more at MikeNoGoZones.com or Mike No-Go Zones on YouTube.
Detroit, otherwise known as the Motor City, Hockey Town, or the D. It was founded in 1701 by Antoine de la Motte Cadillac. The full and original pronunciation is Le Détroit du Lac Erie, meaning the Strait of Lake Erie. The French colonists thrived here due to the fur trade and its logistical location on the river. Its strategic location in the Great Lakes region made it a magnet for manufacturing and shipbuilding. But Detroit didn't really start growing in stature and population until 1903, when Henry Ford started the Ford Motor Company. Soon after, the Dodge brothers, Packard, and Walter Chrysler followed. And Detroit was on its way to becoming America's biggest factory city. This job growth also coincided with immigration from Europe, but also the great migration of African Americans from the South. The promise of good-paying jobs lured people from everywhere. Unfortunately, as stated in the previous episodes of my series, this led to racial tension. This was also compounded by the flight of the middle class to the suburbs, and soon Detroit became one of the most segregated cities in the United States. The first big race riot occurred in 1943, and this only made more of the middle class flee the city. After that, changes in technology led to automation, and this resulted in several auto plants either merging or shutting down, which increased unemployment. The most noteworthy one was the Packard auto plant. And in July of 1967, the 12th Street riot occurred. It was the worst riot in the history of the United States, and it got so bad that Governor George Romney had to send in the National Guard to restore order. This riot resulted in over 2,000 buildings being destroyed, and it was the backdrop of the film Detroit by Kathryn Bigelow. But despite all of this chaos, something happened here that forever made Detroit a musical mecca. That was the founding of Motown Records. Motown, which comes from the moniker Motor City, was founded in 1959 by Berry Gordy. They came up with the Motown sound and amazing songwriting to create music that is still relevant today. The list of artists that worked and recorded here is too long to list, but some that stand out are The Temptations, The Four Tops, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and the Jackson 5. But at the end of the day, Motown Records left Detroit for Los Angeles in 1972 to be closer to the film industry. But other artists soon stepped in to fill in the void. Bob Seger, Ted Nugent, Alice Cooper, and all the way up to the White Stripes took rock music to another level. Crossover artists such as Kid Rock and Eminem sold millions of albums worldwide. And amid the abandoned factories and warehouses, many DJs started throwing underground parties and started to develop a new sound that would be the birth of techno music, especially by the Belleville Three, named after the high school they all attended. These three DJs, Juan Atkins, Kevin Saunderson, and Derek May, are considered the godfathers of techno music, which later morphed into EDM. While they were never given the recognition that they deserve here in the States, in Europe and all over the world, they have massive followings. Despite all of this artistic creativity, the city kept on falling on harder times. More and more jobs kept leaving, and so did the population. Things got so bad that in 2013, the city of Detroit declared bankruptcy. But amazingly, the city finally started to turn things around. It got out of bankruptcy later that year, and the citizens of Detroit started to plant urban gardens. Entrepreneurs started to take advantage of all the empty spaces and started to open up art galleries, craft breweries, and restaurants that helped gentrify neighborhoods that were considered off limits. Development also came with new sports arenas, with the newest being the Little Caesars Arena, which opened in 2017. Gambling was legalized, and casinos also opened up in the downtown Detroit area, giving the local economy a much-needed boost. So is Detroit truly lost forever, or is it going through a rebirth? I had to find out for myself. My first stop was in the Eastern Market neighborhood, but that's where my Airbnb was located. And that was the Detroit City Distillery. Due to the pandemic, all of the seating was outdoors, and it was seating that was far apart from each other. Later on that evening, since the weather was really nice, I decided to hit up one of the many rooftop bars that are common throughout downtown Detroit. I decided to visit the 350 Lounge, for I was told that I had the best views, and I definitely wasn't disappointed. I was enjoying myself, but I had to get up early the next day, so I made it an early night. The next day, I decided to get my morning coffee at B's, also located in the Eastern Market neighborhood. This place definitely gets my seal of approval. They have a great assortment of coffee and pastries, so come here if you're in the area. After breakfast, I decided to explore the Eastern Market neighborhood a little more, and I must say I found it amazingly charming. Lots of shopping here, places to see. For lunch, I wanted to try something totally different, and I decided to check out Sheba's, which is located in Hamtramck, and the food here is from Yemen. This place is definitely authentic, and their lamb liver sub is pretty damn good. Down the street from the restaurant is a memorial to fallen soldiers from World War II, the Korean, and the Vietnam Wars. So if you find yourself in Hamtramck, please stop by this memorial to show some respect. After that, I decided to hit up the abandoned Packard plant. This abandoned factory is massive, and believe it or not, it's owned by a holding company called Art Express. What they plan on doing with it is anyone's guess. I did an Instagram live from here, but if you missed it, it's on my IGTV account. The sheer size of this place is amazing. If I was to film a horror movie or a music video, this would be an ideal location. No, I'm not going inside, sir. I'm just taking stock footage. After that, I went to the Corktown district of Detroit and I took a tour of the 2 James Distillery. This venue was featured on America's Greatest Bars on the Esquire channel, so I had to see it for myself. When I arrived, I ordered a drink and then a tour. And the name of this drink is called Grounds for Divorce. I find the name kind of amusing since I am divorced, but check it out. The space was incredible, and the tour by Bob was informative and fun.
It's really fun, this part of Corktown, how it's coming along, and we can see we're part of it. And it's just a wonderful thing, especially with the age of these buildings, over 100 years old.
Yeah, the brick looks real good.
Let's do whatever we can to preserve all this stuff. There's so much history everywhere.
Exactly, I couldn't agree with you more. The history of the city and everything here, do not destroy it, keep it, preserve it, cherish it, you know?
Exactly, any city you drive through, when you see these old buildings, you know, I applaud it because they're still trying.
Yeah.
They're going to last longer than any of the new homes anyway.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Listen, the pyramids of Egypt are still standing.
Exactly.
Why? We're still, they did it right. They did it right.
It's a true man cave, though. Yeah, so, they got it. They got that. So it's kind of fun, like I said, with this small footprint, how we can be in 13 states. We make a great product and do it right. And
Yes,
a lot of
absolutely.
it's just how we do it. And it presents itself nicely.
Yeah.
And it makes great cocktails, or straight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's just good quality work done by everyone here.
Here's the place. Come here. I endorse this place 100%. You will not find better whiskey made in Michigan or anywhere in the States.
I'll go with that.
Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And all right.
Message from Detroit. There we go. I don't even get a full drink. Damn it! You
I
gotta
know.
get us with a full drink.
I know. Well, I'm driving, so I gotta take it easy.
I gotta take them to show them some cool places.
I can't stress enough on how much I enjoyed this distillery. And if you get a chance, by all means support it. I also believe in putting my money where my mouth is, so I purchased some gin made here to take home with me. During my visit at the 2 James Distillery, I met a local named Dan, and he was kind enough to show me a side of Detroit that very few outsiders get to see. And that wasn't of an abandoned factory where we would actually be able to sneak inside. I won't say out loud in this video where it's located, for I don't want the secret to get out, but if you happen to meet me in person, I'll let you know. We're inside the abandoned factory. Holy shit. This is fucking insane. Walking through here. It's a little dark.
That light on the opening, because somebody opened the door down. This was our entrance to the rooftop.
Wow.
Now somebody tried to open the door shut. Oh, I guess not. This is the bathrooms.
It used to be the bathrooms.
Right, see there's a better picture of the bathrooms, the hand washing things.
Holy crap, man. Unreal. Do homeless people live here?
No, it's too far out of the way for people to beg.
Got it.
They beg they stay in the small areas
By downtown, I guess?
downtown where they can actually beg and they can go back to some. This is too far away from places to.
I figured some crackhead would be sleeping here, maybe. Or...
I ran into crack factories and stuff before.
Really?
Crack factories are more here, but not now.
Right, if you're making meth or crack, something
They
like
want
that.
to be in the open.
Right, no, you want to be hidden.
All right.
Wow, this is crazy. This is no-go zone. Absolutely.
No-go zone.
No-go zones.
There's
Holy-
even a ramp for us now. There wasn't
A ramp.
for us
Oh,
in the
okay,
day.
well, that's for our convenience.
So watch your step.
Okay.
And usually I got my light with me, but I only got my phone.
Hold on, let me get my phone going.
Oh, is your phone better battery than mine?
Yeah, probably.
I got mine.
Same here. All right.
I'll save one of them. Turn yours off.
Yeah, I got plenty of juice.
We're gonna go up quite a bit.
Okay.
So. As long as you don't mind the stairs that are messy stairs.
So at what point do the zombies come out and tear our flesh, you know? It's, that's when I start running the other way, right?
Now I gotta show you pictures of my daughter's pictures.
Okay.
I love her zombie makeup for professional. So you get the paint room first.
Sure.
Next one up. They bolted all the doors shut.
Yeah.
There's been enough people coming here now. They
Sure.
want to get in.
Now-
The doors were welded shut to get to where we're at, but to get to the elevator shaft.
Right.
Let's see how it lasts.
Now, this is like, if I was filming a video for music or, you know, like hip hop or rock, this is perfect.
Oh, there's been tons of videos in there.
Show everyone there is no handrail for these stairs.
And it's a long way down. If you bounce to the center there.
Yeah, we fall down, that's it.
paint booths. Yeah, trails. We're gonna take you to other ones that have better trails.
Wow.
Better train tracks and stuff where they painted up and went through the whole steps. Rooftop's the best though, so you're going to the rooftop. But all these were welded shut. People take and cut these open on their own.
Amazing.
So this is all cut by people. You can see, actually go in there, we'll go in there, climb through. I'll
Sure.
climb through. Some of the paint booths, it's kind of cool watching the train tracks. Cars run conveyors, they run through everything. These are heat treated ovens. And they heat treat them. See the tracks.
Oh, this is amazing.
See how they come out the paint booths? These are ovens. See the tracks, they kind of push cars around. Slid down and
Right.
There's no wheels on the cars, it's all like that.
Huh.
You got a higher to go though.
No, that's fine. Hey, let's keep climbing.
Is it a good picture?
Yeah, these are great views of downtown Detroit.
We're going up more stories, so it's better.
Okay. This is good right here.
Downtown.
Downtown Detroit. Check this out. True urban exploration going on right here.
Ran into the right guy.
Dan, you are the man. Dan from Detroit.
Too bad.
Beautiful sunset over the state of Michigan. God, it's beautiful here. And it's its own weird way.
Empty, abandoned.
Yeah, it's just amazing. All this real estate going to waste.
View over Detroit.
Oh God, that sunset is amazing.
Higher to go.
Amazing.
Nice here when you parked a ways away.
There you go.
I don't want
Exactly.
anybody following.
I hear you.
Too much of a jump for me for losing it for.
All right, just give everyone an idea of how far up we are. There we go.
Well, let's give this idea. We're getting over the edge.
You're braver than me.
This is by Detroit.
It is Detroit. All right. One more to go. Oh, geez, we're still going up. All right. During exploring this building, we ran into another one of Dan's friends named Chris, who was more than happy to show me around. The views of the city from up there were incredible, and I can see why Detroit is really big with the urban exploring community. So we passed by the wedding. And I can't believe there's like houses right there to the left. I mean,
And then look at the rough houses there. That's
yeah, that's a little more rustic. Kind of abandoned.
Everywhere though, it's crazy.
And then you got this red house here, just by itself.
There used to be houses everywhere.
Sure, a lot of.
Building parks in the city and like we're digging up stuff. We're finding out like one of the places that we dug was an old horse stable.
Really?
Yeah, next to one of the mansions downtown.
I take them to
It's, like, crazy stuff everywhere.
Rush Park,
buried.
show them videos. Because he wants to show how good Detroit is too.
Yeah, I don't want to just show the bad, you know.
It's all good. Like, look, that house right there is all painted and it's got lights on it.
No, it's well kept.
Yeah, it's coming back.
It's well kept. I would like to say Detroit's like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Well, the best picture I got to show you. One of my pictures is a church of a bird that's dead, with all laid out like the phoenix. And
Right.
it was like the whole idea, the phoenix rising
From the ashes.
from the ashes. I got that picture. That's
Sweet.
awesome.
All right, I'll get that photo for me.
You gotta put your. Just do a link to my thing. 'Cause I'm
Absolutely.
Not, wait, till he turns off.
Well, big ups to Dan and Chris, the best tour guides in Detroit. You guys, you guys should be like doing organized tours on the internet.
Used to.
Okay, used to. All right.
Used to do it for.
I know, COVID now, everything's all fucked up.
I just love showing people places.
After all of this running around abandoned buildings, we all had dinner at Los Galanes in the Mexican town district of Detroit. This venue also gets my seal of approval because of its authenticity, service, and good pricing. The next day, I had breakfast at Louis' Ham and Corned Beef. I ordered their Eggs Benedict, and it was great. I would definitely come back here the next time I'm in town. All right, this is where I'm gonna be eating my breakfast. Louis' Ham and Corned Beef. I've been told is like one of the best places to get breakfast in the Detroit area, and I'm gonna be checking it out. I kind of like their logos here, pretty cool. Like the little piggy here. Okay, here I am at Louis' Corned Beef and Ham. Best place for breakfast in Detroit, I've been told, so about to dig in. And all right, time to eat. My next stop was the Detroit Vineyards. Yes, they actually make wine in Detroit. The grapes are harvested from farms in Michigan. They have wine tastings and an informative staff, and the wine blew me away. I was so impressed that I wound up purchasing some wine to take home with me. All right, I just did the wine tasting and it was pretty cool. I'm gonna bring a bottle back home. And this winery, I totally recommend it. It's got my seal of approval. And I really love supporting small businesses like this that are independently run, especially places that choose to do business in a place like Detroit. I really appreciate it. We need more of this. And I'll definitely be bringing a bottle of this back home. Good stuff. After visiting the Detroit Vineyards, I went to visit one of Detroit's most famous landmarks. That is the Motown Museum. I wasn't allowed to film inside, but here are some of the photos that I took. I literally had the chills thinking of all the music that was recorded here. Motown definitely had an impact on the world of music. In my opinion, some of the greatest American music ever recorded was done here, and I considered it an honor to walk through here. After visiting the museum, I hit up the Motor City Brewery. Detroit is full of craft breweries, and I believe that it's due to its industrial past. People here like to make things and have a strong blue-collar ethic. This craft brewery is also a good place to grab lunch, and if you're in the Midtown area of Detroit, I suggest that you stop by. The next day, I had to venture out to the McDougal Hunt neighborhood of Detroit to visit the Heidelberg Project. This outdoor art exhibition is briefly featured by Anthony Bourdain when he visited Detroit, and I was amazed at its creativity to take discarded items and to turn it into artwork. This artistic haven was created by Tyree Guyton, who lives here, and I was lucky enough to meet him and have a brief conversation with him. If he's watching this video, I wish him well, and I want to thank him for the encouraging words and for believing in his vision of creating art in such an open forum. So, what's my opinion of Detroit? I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw and experienced. I found a city full of hardworking and creative people. I found a city wanting to reinvent itself as a hub of innovation. I don't think that heavy industry will ever return to what it was here. But as long as entrepreneurs keep staying creative, I see brighter days for Detroit. So, the next time someone asks me, is Detroit back? I'll tell them Detroit never left. I'd also like to give the following thanks to all of these businesses and people that I met in Detroit. I'd also like to announce the next destination for NoGoZones. That will be the city of Seattle.